I heard Sheikh Imraan Hussein is back in the UK lecturing. The organizations that are hosting him here or abroad have a duty to ask the Sheikh to make a public retraction regarding a blasphemous statement he made about the Quran. It's been 1 year since I met the Sheikh in person, and I asked him about this blasphemous statement, which, by the way, all Sunni Muslims reject. They reject it. So that's pretty much all Muslims except for some Shia Muslims. Sheikh Imraan Hussein believes that the Quran is and was intact when it was revealed by Allah through Jibreel alayhi salam to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, but was no longer intact when the diacritical marks or the fatha, dhamma, kasra, when they were added onto the Quran, it was no longer intact. This is kufr, disbelief. And since Sheikh Imraan has made this statement viewed by hundreds and thousands of people across the globe, including many Muslims, Sheikh Imraan must issue a public statement to retract this belief. This is about the preservation of our Quran, our Holy Quran. Sheikh Imraan asked me to go public with this, and he will respond publicly. But it's been 1 year and he hasn't done so. Some of his followers have said that Sheikh Imraan retracted this statement in privacy. But that's not good enough for a scholar to make such a major error of disbelief, which is being watched by hundreds and thousands of Muslims, some of whom are still defending him on this belief. And by the way, if there's any Muslim out there defending him on this belief, then you've also committed kufr and left the fold of Islam. This is by consensus of the entire Sunni Muslim world of about 1.5 billion Muslims, which is, if you believe any part of our current Quran has been tampered with, you're no longer Muslim. It's the end of debate. Now, of course, if Sheikh Imraan Hussein is a hidden Shia Muslim, then we understand why he made such a claim. Because some, and I say some Shia Muslims, believe that the current Quran is not intact. Is that also why Sheikh Imraan Hussein made another blasphemous statement? And he claimed that our Prophet ﷺ, he never actually married Aisha radiallahu anha. Can you imagine he made that statement? I mean, what was the Prophet ﷺ doing with our mother Aisha radiallahu anha all those years then? Na'udhu, this is absolutely unbelievable. Again, some Shia Muslims don't have good things to say about our mother Aisha radiallahu anha. Is that why also, Sheikh Imraan Hussein has criticized many Sunni Muslim countries, but has never criticized or said anything about Iran and its allies? He supported Bashar Assad during the Arab Spring. He told his followers to join Russia when he goes to war, something which his schoolboys haven't yet done. He has been very critical about the Ottoman history and the Ottoman Empire. He denied the genocide happening in Bosnia. He showed support for the Chinese government to wipe out the Uyghur Muslims, amongst many other unbelievable statements. But not a single criticism about Iran in all of these decades. Have you even noticed that his surname is spelled Hosein, just like the Shia spell it? Not that he hasn't been to Iran, no. He even had one of his nikahs performed in Iran. And another thing, recently there's been these videos circulating the internet about Sheikh Imraan Hussein watching something dodgy or haram on his laptop and doing other stuff which I don't want to mention in this video. When quizzed about this, the Sheikh never denied it, but he simply told people to delete it because it's his private life. He said proudly that, Allah's given him so many students across the world that they're not going to just walk away because of this private video of his. This is the same Sheikh some of his ardent and quote-unquote knowledgeable followers call Mujaddid, the reviver of the century. All I can say to all of his schoolboys is to wake up and go to real scholars to learn the deen. Imam Muslim rahimahullah has quoted the statement of Ibn Sirin rahimahullah in the beginning of Sahih Muslim that this knowledge is religion. So be careful who you take this knowledge, your knowledge from. There's nothing more to say about Sheikh Imraan Hussein except that if he doesn't repent, especially with regards to many of his blasphemous and erroneous statements which have been made over the years, then the man who claimed to be an expert in Islamic eschatology, Akhiruz Zaman, end of times, has himself become Akhiruz Zaman, end of times. May Allah Azza wa Jal guide all of us. Ameen Ya Rabbil Alameen.